Oh my gosh, before you quit, before you pack it all in and decide this dream was just too hard, I want you to hear this. Because if you're anything like me or like any of the other hundreds of women that I've walked with on this journey, you're probably standing there thinking, is it all worth it? Am I really cut out for this? And I need you to know something today. I need you to know that the change that you need to see in your life that might not be happening right now, it is going to happen. You are so much closer than you think. And it could all start with the tiniest thing that you are carrying. So don't quit yet. I want you to try this first. This meaning what I'm going to share with you today in the podcast. Welcome to the Little Oil Podcast, my beautiful, beautiful friend. This is a spot where women of faith, we gather together and we pour out what we've got, that little oil. And we trust God to multiply it and build the legacy that God is giving us, the legacy that's going to outlast us all. I'm Angela, your girl, a woman of faith, a business owner that is building my business that brings glory to God and building a legacy wealth for my children's children. Why? Because God said in Deuteronomy 8 and 18, that he has given us the power to get wealth. One translation for the word power is the word ability. And I'm using my abilities to bring glory to his name. And he's going to allow me to grow legacy wealth at the same time. What a mighty, mighty God we serve. So if you are a woman who's poured into everyone else, maybe a teacher, maybe a mom, maybe a lawyer, a career woman, maybe someone who's just flat tired of carrying someone else's dream with no real progress, then this episode is literally your invitation. Because by the end of this episode today, you're going to see exactly how or why rather quitting now is going to rob you of the purpose and the profit that God has planned for you. Please do not quit. It's way too soon to give up. And the truth of the matter is that there is one simple thing that you can do to keep going, to see the traction that you need to see to give you just that little bit of boost you need to keep going. And it's not a complicated course. It's not a huge funnel. It's not a huge website. I want to talk about the tiniest thing you can do to start pouring with what's already in your house. What do you have in your hands? What do you have in your house? Prophet Elijah asked the widow woman in 2 Kings 4. And for her, it was actual oil. For you, which is why I created this brand, The Little Oil, it may be just your story, your skills, your knowledge, the one title of the book that you've been waiting on, the few parts or chapters or segments of the coaching program that you know is going to help women who are stuck in a bad marriage. It's just a little bit of the recipe that you figured out that is going to change the game for moms who feel guilty about not being able to provide a meal on the table every night because they're just so exhausted. All of those things that you have bottled up inside of you, that little oil is the reason why you just cannot give up just yet. Please do not quit until you try this first. So why are you thinking about quitting in the first place? Why do you feel so stuck and so rejected in terms of knowing that you have something to offer, but it just doesn't feel like it's connecting or you don't have any traction with it? Well, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're unmotivated. It's because everything you tried so far hasn't worked the way you hoped. And that can lead to disappointment. And disappointment can lead to give up. But disappointment is not a reason for you to give up, especially if you know for sure that you actually have something that God has given you that can actually solve someone else's problem. So You've downloaded all the freebies. You have binge watched all the YouTube videos. You may have even bought the courses that you thought was going to help you. And months later, you're still stuck with no sales, no momentum, just a really expensive hobby that drains your time and your energy. And it's not because you're not smart. It's not because you're not called. It's not because you're not enough. You are enough. It's because no one ever showed you how to take what you already know and turn it into something simple, something sellable, turn it into something structured that actually will multiply. So before you quit, before you write yourself off as this doesn't work, I want to show you exactly what to do instead, exactly what I'm teaching people inside my Cura Circle community to do. I literally was just on a call with a client who really felt like she wasn't doing enough. She felt like she was letting herself down. She even said she felt like she let me down. And I have been there before where you just give everything. And when you don't see traction and when you don't know what to do, it's so easy to just give up. And that's why I can talk to you so eloquently. I wish I was eloquent. I'm going to use the word by faith, but I can talk to you from the deep parts of my heart because I've been there before. I know what she felt. I know what you feeling because I felt it before. Let's go ahead and dive into what you should do, what you can do, what you perhaps will do by the end of this podcast that is actually going to work this time. I got you, sis. I got you. So I want to go back real quick to 2 Kings 4. Remember in 2 Kings 4, the widow, she had nothing. She had already just lost her husband. When he died, they were in a considerable amount of debt. And all she had was her sons and the debt. And she went to Prophet Elisha, which happened to be her husband's mentor. And she said, I have nothing left. My husband is gone. Y'all, if she loved him, a minute amount of intensity that I love my husband, the death of a husband is already traumatic. Like if she actually loved this man, she lost her best friend. She lost her lover. She lost her baby daddy. She was already grieving. But then to put debt on top of that, that's a lot. And so I want to know from you, what are you facing? What are you going through? What kind of trauma are you trying to deal with in your life on top of this creator thing is not working? Is it the death of someone? Is it financial trauma? And I see my girl Jamila, the budget boss, is here with us today, and she can talk to you about financial trauma. As a matter of fact, you want to check her out because her program on budgeting and recovering from financial loss and financial trauma is amazing. She's gone through probably some of the things that you are going through. So with the widow in the scripture, she lost her husband, dealing with grief and debt, financial trauma, and then what's worse, to add sorrow to the whole story, she gets a knock on her door, and the creditors are saying, well, I tell you what, your credit has run out, your bill has come up due, and so the only option you really have is sell your sons into slavery so you can settle your debt. So hold up. Her husband just died. She's broke. She got her sons left. She has to deal with grief. And they're trying to take her sons too. I don't know anybody that can deal with that in a way and still come up with, I quit, I give up, I have nothing less. So wanting to quit, I get it. I'm just appealing to you today and say, please don't give up yet. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you and show you what happened with her and what is potentially possible for you. Jamila says, that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot. That's a lot. And so whatever you're dealing with is a lot. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's your children don't want to act right. I have 3 adult children and I love them to death, and I'm not a perfect parent. I'm grateful that I have children that at least try to listen to their mama. Most of the time, I'm grateful in that way, but they don't always want to listen to what I have to say. It is very challenging parenting adult children. What am I saying to you? If she can get through to legacy wealth with all she's dealing with, you can get to legacy wealth with all you are dealing with. You just have to not give up. I want you to try this first. So, when she got the knock on the door, and I'm sure that was the last straw for her, she went to her husband's mentor and said, I'm broke, my husband is gone, and now they're trying to take my kids. He asked her a very important question, the same question I want to ask you, the same thing I'm leading you to, that I want you to try before you give up. And he asked her this question, and I'm asking you the same question. What do you have in your house? That is a metaphor for what do you have that God can use to get you out of whatever it is you are facing as a creator. You are a creator by design. Your Father in heaven is a creator. He created the whole universe in 6 days, rested on the 7th. Your Father is a creator, and if he made you in his likeness and he made you in his image, then you come from him. So if he's a creator, you're a creator. You just have to see what you have in your house. And so for her, the widow in 2 Kings 4, her answer to the prophet was, I don't have anything. I don't have anything in my house. And then I'm sure he said, think about it, sis. Think about it. And she says, well, hold up. I do have a little oil. Never in a million years would she have imagined that is what was going to get her out to her promise. Every time I get a comment, I'm just going to do this because I love. All right, don't give up. God has given you everything you need. Yes, Jam. Yes. Don't give up. God has given you everything you need. It's all there. And so she said, I have a little oil. So he said, I want you to go get it. And I want you to borrow some pots or some jars from your neighbors. And I know that she's thinking the same thing you're thinking. What I have is not enough. What I don't have the fancy website. I don't have a complicated, huge funnel. I'm not techie. I don't know how to create a product. I don't know what to do, Angela. All I'm asking you is before you give up, just do this one thing for me. Try this first. See what you have first. And consider it. She had a little oil that she never considered. And my question to you is this: how long do you think that oil was there? I would suspect that oil was there the whole time, even while her husband was alive, even while she never had to be in debt in the first place. What am I saying to you today? You most oftentimes, and I know this is true, just be honest with yourself, you don't really give yourself credit for what you have, and you don't give God credit for what he gave you. And what you already have is already enough. I promise you, it is enough. You are enough. But you have to be willing to see, recognize, and own that what you have is what God is going to use to get you out whatever financial trauma that you are experiencing. That's what makes you a creator. You are a creator that is going to build legacy wealth using the little oil that you have. What little oil? Remember, it's the one thing that you have: your story, your area of expertise, your experiences, your skills. What do you know how to do that is literally going to solve another person's problem? You're going to use that, and you're going to use that to build legacy wealth. You got to trust me on this. It's way too soon to give up. Try this first. Take your little oil, what you have in your hand, and use it to solve someone else's problem. That's called a product. You're going to package your solutions, package your expertise, package your skills, your knowledge into a digital product. Sell that and grow from there. Don't give up yet. Try that first, but I don't know how. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm going to teach you and show you how to do. There are a couple of things you need to know that most creators are not going to tell you. I am not telling you that you are going to make $1 million tomorrow. I would never lie to you in that way. So you kind of need to have some semblance of the money thing figured out. Why? Because you don't want to put unrealistic expectations on your creator business. It's going to block your creativity. It's going to shadow it. It's going to overshadow it because you're so worried about it selling that you're not really resonating with your customer. You're begging for sales. You are going here and there, everywhere, every platform there is, hoping that something sticks. You don't need to be on every platform. You need to be on the platform that fits the product that you created and the platform where your people who are looking for that solution is hanging out. Don't get on YouTube because everybody on YouTube is saying you should be on YouTube. They are telling you you should be on YouTube because they want you to buy their product. I am telling you, get on the platform where your people are hanging out, where you fit. It needs to be a perfect fit platform. So if you are not great on camera, YouTube not for you. You can use YouTube to consume podcasts like mine, but it's not perhaps where you need to be to connect with your audience. If you're an introvert and being on camera frightens you, don't try to get on YouTube. Get on the platform where you can resonate with your audience. If you're on YouTube and you're creating videos and that's not your gift, that's not where you're comfortable, that's why people are not buying from you. You're scaring them. You're scaring your audience. They're clicking off. They're not clicking off because your solution is not perfect. They're clicking off because you don't resonate with them. And so all these people who are trying to sell you stuff, trying to get your money, saying you got to be on YouTube, don't listen to them. Stop giving people your money who are telling you things that you just want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. You need, if the camera is intimidating for you, don't get on YouTube. But you're really good at writing. Writing is your gift. You are the Picasso of blogs. You are the Whitney Houston of newsletters. You are the best of the best at writing. Get a blog. Start a newsletter. Go where you can most and best resonate and connect with your audience to share with them the exact solution that you provide. That's what you need to do. You don't quit. Just do it the right way. So I want to show you how to pour in a way that actually works. Okay? So here's what I want to say to you. Number one, stop trying to build a conglomerate. Stop trying to be on every platform there is. I am not on Facebook. I can't stand it. I don't understand it. I am not on X. I left X when it was Twitter and became X because I don't resonate with that platform at all. I'm not on TikTok. Will never be. Okay? I'm not on platforms that don't work for me. Agree. You can end up, wait, hold up. I'm trying to start something new, y'all. I'm going to do a triangle every time somebody gives us a comment because this is us sisters. This is a sisterhood where we gather together and come together on Thursdays to work it out together. So L says, agree. You can end up spending a fortune on these platforms. That is so true. That is so true because you saw somebody on YouTube saying you have to have a soundboard and the best mic and another screen. Well, what you don't realize is that they are affiliates for the soundboard, the microphone, and the second screen. And that may be true for a lot of people. So I'm not questioning their integrity, even though they're going to get affiliate income from that post. But they're not telling that's what everybody needs, right? You have to do what works best for you. So don't go and buy everything somebody says you need for a YouTube channel if you should even be on YouTube in the first place. Okay? So you're quitting because it's not working, but it's not working not because you don't have a good solution. It's not working because you haven't figured out where you need to be, right? And so here are the platforms I want you to consider for your perfect fit. YouTube. It works for me. I've had a mic in my hand since I was a child. I was directing the adult choir before I was a teenager. So being on camera for me is never going to be a stretch. It's never going to be a challenge. Like I wake up like this without coffee. Another thing that I want you to consider with YouTube, my spiritual gift, according to the scripture, is the gift of exhortation. There's lots of spiritual gifts. You have the gift of helps. You have the gift of teaching. You have the gift of exhortation. There's even a gift of faith. Some people can believe for things and it's hard for me to believe for some things because I overthink it. People who have the gift of faith can believe for anything and get it. It's their gift. My gift is the gift of exhortation. Look up the gifts and see where you fit. If I have the gift of exhortation is just a big word for motivation. So I wake up like this without coffee. I didn't have any tea this morning. I didn't have any coffee this morning. I have consumed nothing except the taste of my toothpaste when I brush my teeth. And so I don't need to try to conjure up motivating others. It's part of what God designed me to do. It's the way my brain works. It's the way my personality flows. So it makes sense that YouTube is a good fit for me. If you are on YouTube and you're not getting any views, or even if somebody clicks on it and they click right off, you got to figure out possibly that YouTube might not be for you. And that's okay. There are other platforms. A podcast. Okay, well, you might not be good on camera. But your voice. Use your voice, because on a podcast, you don't have to use your voice. Your voice is your moneymaker. All right. So if you are an eloquent speaker like Elle, like I wish I could speak eloquently like she does. Oh my gosh. If you are an eloquent speaker like Elle, where every single word is pristine and the diction is so very crisp and clear, I'm not that girl. I'm from the deep South. We use words like y'all, and I'm gone put this podcast up. But that's me. And I've learned the very hard way to be who I am. So a podcast is an option for you. You're not on camera, but your voice is your moneymaker. All right. I don't want to be on camera, Angela, and I certainly don't want to do a podcast because I don't want to talk all day. But writing, I'm really good at it. Monetize a newsletter, write a blog, post on platforms like Pinterest, where all you need is a graphic and really good content. What am I saying? You don't need to give up. You need to try what I'm saying in this podcast first, because what you have is good enough. It will resonate with somebody out there, because life is a series of solving problems. And so you just got to find how to get it done. Now, finding out how to get it done and the best way to get it done is going to be a series of trial and error. I cannot stand it when people get on YouTube or Instagram and then they present the creator economy like it's just post and sell and make money. They are posting and selling and making money right away because they are convincing you that what they say is what you should do. And then they tell you to buy something from them and they're making money. If they're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month or a minute, it's because they're really good at convincing people to buy things. Doesn't mean it's going to work. It doesn't even mean that it's good. It just means that they're really good at convincing people to buy something. What I am telling you is that you want to create something that's sustainable. And that is going to take time. It's going to take time for you to figure out which platform is actually working. It's going to take time to see, oh, I have 5,000 likes on YouTube, but I don't have any likes at all on Instagram. It's going to take time to see what that looks like. I have shorts on YouTube that has 1.2 thousand views, over 1,000 views. I post the exact same video on Instagram, crickets. No likes, no shares, no nothing. I haven't figured out yet how to make Instagram work like I have made YouTube work. The algorithms are not the same. They're not even buddies. What works on Instagram is not going to work on YouTube all the time per se. Does that make sense to you? It takes time to figure that out. So don't give up yet. Don't give up because you're not making any money yet. That's the worst thing you can do. What you need to do is figure out, what is the breakdown? What do you need to do? What does it look like? Okay, that is what I want you to do. I want you to try this first. So number one, scale back to one digital product. See if it's what people want. I cannot even begin to tell you how many products I created that flopped because nobody wanted it. Even if it was good for me, even if it worked for me, I got to create something that people actually want. Okay, try that. Scale back to one digital product that they want. And then number two, get on a platform, promote and market your solution, your digital product on what works for you and where your people are hanging out. Creating one digital product from what you already know is going to do three things. It's going to provide you something that helps another woman solve a problem or another person solve a problem. If you create something that people are already looking for, you're going to make a sale. I promise you, you're going to make a sale if you create something that people are looking for. And you don't even need a whole big audience to do it. I have learned the very hard way that I can't do things like everybody is saying on YouTube or like everybody is saying on Instagram. I am over just doing things because somebody on Instagram and YouTube said it was going to work. I'm over it. I am going to do what I know works for me. I'm going to share that. And if it works for you, great. But I'm never getting ready to tell you because what works for me is exactly what's going to work for you. What I'm going to say is you definitely need to create a product and you definitely need to figure out what platform you need to be on to promote it and sell it. That's what I know for sure. Because when I focused on YouTube and was more committed and more focused and more consistent on that, I started making more money. Yep. I made a $97 sale off of one short. And I know you might be thinking, one sale? I was so excited. Because I know that it works. If I can make one $97 sale off of one short, the short was like, what was the short? Hold on. The short was, hold on, let me get my phone out. I want to tell you exactly how long it was. Hold up. The short was, I'm going to go to my YouTube shorts. The short was titled, I think it was this one. Oh yeah, it was the my YouTube video, You've Been Praying for a Sign. And that one video, it was, let's see how long it was. That one short was, hey, hold on. Hold up. That one short was, this is it. It was, I got 169 views on that one. And I made $97. What am I saying? What I'm saying is this. I figured out that YouTube was the best platform for me. And that's where I can show up as my true authentic self. And that's where my customer is hanging out. You have to find out where your customer is hanging out and what platform is best for you. So the whole point of this podcast is this. Please don't quit. And if you're considering quitting, it's for the wrong reason. And what I'm about to tell you right now is going to rock you to your very core. If you are quitting because you're not making any money yet, that is the wrong reason to quit. Because you're not making any money yet, there is a core root to why. Figure out the why, solve the problem, keep going. And how do you avoid quitting because you didn't make any money yet? You got to figure out the money thing first. In other words, you need your W-2 money or your sugar daddy money or your, what do they call it? What is it called whenever you get laid off and unemployment money or your gift money, selling t-shirts at the trunk money. Keep that going until you figure out what works for your business. If you don't want to work a full-time job and you just want to work part-time, the other alternative is minimize your expenses so you won't need as much money while you build your creator business. You're not going to hear very many people say that as a creator, but you deserve to know the truth. Number one, if you don't figure out how to make your business work, what works for you, not copying what works for everybody else. If you don't figure out how it works for you, then you're going to be stuck. If you've put unrealistic expectations on your business to pay for your house note and your car note and your vacations before it's ready, you're going to smother out all the creativity. Hold on, I got a comment. This comment was more than just a triangle bell ring. This was a drum roll. Jamila said, tell it. Jamila said, tell it. I got to tell the truth. There are creators out there that's been doing this for 20 years. Yeah, they have 1 million followers. Yeah, they're making 6 figures a day. It took them 20 years to figure it out, or 5 years to figure it out, and they have a following. If a creator on YouTube has 1.2 million followers, then based on the law of averages, you can expect them to make a good bit of money. They have eyeballs from 1.2 million people. Now, does that mean you need 1.2 million people to make money? Don't get me wrong, because I make money every day as a creator, and I don't even have 500 followers yet. I'm at 417 followers. I'm close, but I make money every day. I was making money with 100 and something followers. I was making money with 200 and something followers. So I'm not saying you need a whole big audience to make a lot of money. What I'm saying is that if you have 1.2 million followers, you're going to make a lot of money faster. However, if you are on a platform and you have your messaging so on lockdown that you can resonate with your audience and they connect right away, you don't need a whole big old audience to start making money. Right? I make money every day with the followers that I have. Why? Because I'm on the Perfect Fit platform that works for me. And all of the people that I made money, or all the people where I made money was from YouTube. Am I on Pinterest? Barely. Am I on YouTube? Yep. I haven't made a dime am I on Instagram? Yep. I haven't made a dime from Instagram. I'm going to stay there because I think I figured out something that is going to work. I haven't tested it yet. I'm going to test it to see if it works. And if it does, I'm going to share it with you and you can see if it works for you. That's what's fair, right? That's what's fair to you. I will share with you what works for me. And if it works for you, go with it. What I can tell you is this, for sure. I don't have to test this out. You don't have to worry about if it's going to work. I'm telling you right now, get a digital product and get on your perfect fit platform. Try that first before you quit. Get a digital product and get on your perfect fit platform. Try that first before you quit. Well, Angela, how am I going to know if it works? Once you get your digital product and you go on your perfect fit platform, I want you to look out for a few key clues. Are people liking your content? Are you getting any likes? Are you getting any thumbs up? Good sign. Keep going. What you really want to look forward to, what you really want to see is, this is a good one. This is a good one. Did they comment? Big clue. You're on the right track. Did they comment? If you're not getting any comments, you're not triggering that heart space. You're not resonating in a way for them to stop scrolling and say, I gotta say something about this. That's why my son has over 100,000 followers on his Instagram page, because he creates content that people can't do nothing but comment on. And what does the algorithm love? What is the algorithm's love language? Interaction. Because interaction means people are going to stay there longer. And the longer people stay on the platforms, the more the corporations are going to make money. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, they can't make money without people. They need you to keep people there. And if you can't keep people there, they're not going to push your stuff out. They're going to push out the stuff of the people that's actually keeping people engaged. So that's why my son's Instagram page works so well. I think I figured out something that I can do and use on my Instagram page. Great. But for YouTube, I'm not feeding the algorithm. That's why I love YouTube the most, because it's a search engine. I'm not feeding the algorithm. I'm feeding people what they need to know. And so I am getting comments on my posts. YouTube loves that, right? And that is why they push out some of my videos. But I'm not worrying about what YouTube does with the algorithm. I want to connect with the people on YouTube, because the people may perhaps need what I have to offer. And that's how I make money. For my community, 97% of the people that are in my community found me on YouTube. 97% of the people that are in my community found me on YouTube. The other percentage of people were word of mouth. Okay? Which leads me to the next thing you want to look for on your platform. Are people liking it? Good. You're on the right track. Are they commenting? Good. You're even on a better track. But here's the one where you know you're getting somewhere. Did they share it? I'm still working on that part. I have good likes. I have comments, which I have converted people to join my Cura circle to buy my products just from the comments by literally having a conversation with them in the comments. But did they share it? Because sharing it means not only did I like it, not only did I comment on it, it's so good. I want to put my credibility on blast and share it with somebody else. Shares that you get from your content is the number one key proof that you are resonating with your audience and you're getting closer to the sale. So super important. Don't give up yet. It's not because you don't have a good enough product. It's not because you don't know enough. It's not because you don't have the best equipment. That is the wrong reasons to quit. That's the wrong reasons to give up. Try this first. Get one digital product that you know is going to be a solution to your target audience's problems, and then get on a perfect fit platform that works for you and where you know your people are hanging out. And when you get on that platform, look for three things. Did you get any likes? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Keep that. Did anybody comment? Ding, 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 ding. Right? That's really good. But the third one, the creme de la creme, the big kahunas, did they share it? Because if they shared it, you hit the jackpot. They thought of it enough to put their own credibility on blast, and you reach somebody you never would have reached without them. Y'all, stop just doing things that people say online is going to work. You can't do that. And I'm not trying to get in anybody's way or any other creator's way of them making their money. I'm just saying somebody got to say something. Somebody got to tell the truth. That just because somebody says something on Instagram and on YouTube, just because they say it's going to work, it doesn't mean it's going to work. Just because it worked for them, well, yeah, it worked for them because they're good at getting people to pay them money. What I'm telling you is that don't quit because you did what they said and it didn't work. What they said may not have been for you. This is what's for you. You have a little oil. Why do I know that's true? Not because I said it, the Bible said it. 2 Kings 4 said it. If the widow can take her little oil and grow legacy wealth, you can too. So I'm not saying what I think works. I'm saying what God said is going to work. Deuteronomy 8:18 says he has given you the power to get wealth. This is not science. This is the living word of God. So you need to understand that you are enough. That's what works. Then get a digital product. Why a digital product? I'm not telling you this because it's what I think works. I'm telling you this because this is a scientific fact that people are living their lives just to solve problems. Life is a series of solving problems. How do I get my third grader how to read? Right? How do I garden my plants so they can stop dying? How do I keep my marriage even though I can't stand my husband right now? Not my husband. My husband is amazing. I love my man. But everybody go through something. So how do I meal prep so that I can stop feeling guilty about not having a meal on the table for my family every day, right? Life is a series of solving problems. And if you figured out something in your own life, if you figured out what works, find the people who are dealing with that problem and connect your solution with them. That's how you make money. And where do you find those people? On your Perfect Fit platform. How do you know it's a perfect fit platform for you? I took you through it. I am so here for you right now. I know you can do this. Please don't quit. Please don't quit. Keep your W-2 or whatever source of income you have in play while you are building your creator business. And go from there. I will be with you every step of the way. As a matter of fact, you can join my Little Oil Lounge for free. Won't cost you a dime. No strings attached. It is where we hang out beyond the podcast to actually do the work that needs to be done. So you can join my Little Oil podcast. My Little Oil Lounge inside my Cura circle. Put it on the screen for you. You should join it. You should join it because it's where we have a sisterhood of people who all believe the same thing, that I know without a shadow of a doubt that I have something of value that is going to allow me to help other people that I'm assigned to and make money at the same time. That's what being a creator is all about, especially a woman of faith creator. See, we're not in it just for the money. There are creators out there that are going to make millions and they have one goal, just to make money. They don't necessarily really care about what you're doing and what you're going through. Women of faith, we are different. We know that we are assigned to somebody to help them do something. God is just so good. He's going to allow us to build legacy wealth at the same time. That is what we are here for. That's what we are called to. So, what am I saying to you today? Please don't quit. Please don't quit. It's too soon. You're quitting because you haven't made the money yet. Bad reason to quit. Wrong reason to quit. You're quitting because you don't see any traction. Wrong reason to quit. There are a lot of reasons why you are not where you want to be yet. You got to figure that out. Get in the lounge and let's have a conversation around it. Go ahead and write in the comments if this resonated with you at all. I know it did with Jam. She said, tell it. I absolutely love it. What is your transformation today? What is your aha moment today? Do you see it? That you don't have to quit? Do you see it? That you don't have to keep circling the same mountain, wondering if this is ever going to work. All it takes is one simple product created from the wisdom that you've been carrying around for years. All it takes is you getting on the perfect fit platform for you. And you want to look for those 3 things I was telling you about. That is a reason enough not to quit. Start with your little oil. Start with what's in your house. All right, what knowledge, skill, or story could you pour out today? Go ahead and share with me, even if you're on the replay. What can you create a product on? What can you create a product about that is going to be someone's solution? You can get the template to create the product in 1 hour. I'll put the link in the description for you. And then join the Little Oil Lounge. Won't cost you a dime, no strings attached. You got to be a female. You got to be a girly to join it. But we are in there figuring it out together. I will never stop creating ways for you to succeed in life and in business. I cannot wait to see you on the inside. So sis, you need a place to pour. This is where your little oil, your still small voice that is telling you, Angela is right. I almost let go. I almost gave up until I clicked on this video. I am cheering you on so big right now because I know what's possible. So you got to keep pouring. Don't quit. I've given you a really good start on what you can do from here. You got to get a digital product. You can use the template. I'm going to put the link in the description to create it in under an hour. You got to get around the sisterhood in the Little Oil Lounge inside my community to get steps on what to do after you get that product done. Okay? You got this because you got me. It's Angela here. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Little Oil Podcast. There is only one more thing I need to say to you, and that is little is much when God is in it. What will you do with your little oil? I'll see you next week on the Little Oil Podcast. Bye for now.